Hi guys, so in this video, pag-uusapan natin itong Crypto Legions. So yung aim ng game na to guys, bibili lang kayo ng Warrior and bibili din kayo ng Beast. Tapos i-combine nyo sila para maging Legions. Tapos kapag may Legion na kayo, pupunta na kayo dito sa Hunt at pwede na kayong mag-hunt ng tokens na pwede nating i-convert into a cryptocurrency or USDT para maging totoong pera siya. So, ganun lang guys. Very simple. Parang kung familiar kayo sa crypto mines, parang ganun din siya. Ang release naman ng token nito guys ay mamaya na. So, make sure na mag-join kayo dito sa Discord, sa Telegram, sa Twitter para dun sa announcement kung kailan nila i-release yung token mamaya. Yung game naman ay marirelease bukas. So, mauna muna yung token bago yung game. At yung Discord link naman nila ilalagay ko sa may description kasama yung Telegram at Twitter nila para ma-check nyo, pati na din yung website and yung YouTube nila. Meron naman sila ditong Omni-Balance na Oracle. Tinatawag nila itong Nadodo. So ito yung revolutionary Omni-Balance Oracle nila in-game, and this is a paid promotion nga pala guys. So, sabi dito na Dodo is a similar bulletproof vest for the economy. You don't feel much difference when having one, but it can save your life. Our economy system has been reviewed by PhD professor in gaming and mathematics at one of the top 5 universities in the UK every day. The economic situation is being reviewed by at least one economist, and Nadodo will regularly make the necessary subtle adjustments for a sustainable economy. So nakita niyo naman doon, yung team nila guys is lahat sila from UK. So andito si Danny, siya yung founder. Dito si Shark, John, Alberto, Yoyaki, blockchain developer, Angel, blockchain developer, Paul, Rafal, and many more. Kaso wala silang mga pictures, so check naman natin yung Oracle kanina, balikan natin yon. Our Omni-Balance Oracle system contains amongst others the following elements. Bloodstone rewards when hunting monsters and pegged to the USD. So nakapeg siya sa USD guys yung Bloodstone. So para siyang USDC, USDT, or BUSD. You will always have the same USD reward for the same monsters. So same USD reward. The rewards you earn from hunts that are in your unclaimed wallet preserve their value because they are pegged to the USD. So, ma-preserve yung value ng mga unclaimed natin na rewards kasi nakapeg nga siya sa USD. A sliding adjustable marketplace tax between 5% to 20%, higher taxes if the reward pool needs replenishment, lower tax if the rewards pool grows. So, yan yung about dun sa taxation nila. A sliding adjustable hunting tax naman between 0% to 9%. Every time one goes hunting, they pay a fee in BUSD that goes straight to the liquidity pool. The amount of tax depends whether the liquidity pool needs replenishment or not. So yan yung Oracle nila guys. I-check nyo na lang dito sa may white paper nila. Ilalagay ko din yung link ng white paper sa description. So yung summoning fee meron din dito, 9 USD to 40 USD. Adjustable din daw yung fee for hunting supplies for 14 and 28 days. So andito yung table ng marketplace tax, hunting tax, buy tax going to liquidity pool, sell tax. So andyan lahat guys. Check nyo na lang pag interested kayo dito. So ito naman guys yung sabi nila sa Nadodo. Nadodo is monitoring the economic situation every day and intends implement proactively gentle changes to the adjustable variables so that players feel minimal changes. In the table below, you can see the minimum and maximum values that Nadodo is allowed to implement. If Nadodo sets a value above the usual average, then it incentivizes the player rewards. So yan yung reward pool, liquidity pool, etc. If Nadodo sets a value below the usual average, then it incentivizes the players directly. So maganda yung Oracle nila guys. Sana magkaroon din ng ganito yung mga ibang play to earn games natin. Yung ganitong klaseng Oracle kasi nagugustuhan ko siya. Maghintay ng 20 days kung ayaw nyo ng malaking tax. So kapag gusto nyo mag early withdraw, mataas pa yung tax niya. So mas maganda pag maghintay daw kayo ng 20 days. Para naman ma-maintain nun yung price ng token. So para hindi siya babagsak kaagad. Kaya nilalagyan ng mga developers ng stocks yung ating mga rewards. And syempre meron din tayong marketplace dito. Pwede nating ibenta yung warriors natin, yung beast natin, and yung legions natin. Dito naman sa take action nila guys, makikita natin dito na pwede tayong mag-summon ng warriors, summon beast, create legion. So andito na lahat in just one click. Dito naman sa part na to, makikita nyo dito kung ilang warriors meron kayo, kung ilang beast, kung ilan yung legions nyo, waiting time until next hunt. So andito din, AP of top legion, nandito din unclaimed BLST, tax days left, BLST in your wallet. 1 USD is equal to kung ilan yung USD dito na equivalent ng USD. So tignan natin kapag lalabas na yung token, wala pa kasing nakalagay dyan. 1 USD is equal to, so ito nga guys yung ano natin, kung ilan yung nandito sa wallet natin guys. So andito na din sa inventory. And ito naman pwede nating gawing 2D yung 3D images para ito dun sa mga may mababagal na internet connection. At kung makikita natin dito guys, meron din silang mass hunt. Yan. So hindi nyo na kailangan isa-isahin yung mga legions nyo. Click nyo lang yung mass hunt and mag-hunt na sila ng sabay-sabay. At yung pinag-usapan naman natin kanina na si Nadodo, andito siya and makikita nyo dyan guys. Marketplace stocks. Yan, nakalagay dyan. So siya yung nagme-maintain ng economy guys. Kung medyo bumababa na yung token natin, yung price ng token natin, mag-increase siya ng marketplace stocks para ilagay niya ulit dun sa token guys. I-replenish niya yun para ma-maintain yung peg ng BLST sa USD. At kapag marami naman ng pera guys dun sa token natin, sa BLST token, hindi na kailangan ng tax, i-reduce ngayon nitong Nadodo na to yung mga taxes. So ganyan katalino yung Nadodo na Oracle system. At makikita din natin dito guys yung status ng reward pool, reserve pool, tsaka liquidity pool. Makikita nyo dyan kung magre-red yan, ibig sabihin hindi na siya healthy. So ganyan nag-work si Nadodo. Check naman natin yung tokenomics nila. Makikita natin dito na token supply is 5 million lang guys. So ito na naman yung mga 5 million tokens natin. Ito yung mga tumataas bigla katulad ng ganyang klaseng token. So madalas akong nag-invest sa mga ganito dati nung hindi pa ganito yung market natin. Pero ngayon, konti lang yung na-invest natin dito dahil nga dun sa bear market natin ngayon. Game rewards pool naman nila guys ay 2,500,000, so 50% yan ng token. Development and marketing is 830k. Liquidity pool is 485k. Private sale is 135k and public sale 750k. Team charity and documentary naman is 160k. ILO fee is 90,000. Community and airdrop is 50,000 na token niya. So 1% lang yan nung token supply natin. Initial token prices, our initial coin offering will come in 3 stages: private sale, public pre-sale, and pink sale, and then the token launch on PancakeSwap. The prices vary from each stage. Private sale 2,632 na BLST tokens per 1,000 USD. 1 BLST is equivalent to 0.38 USD. Public sale naman is 2,500 BLST tokens per 1,000 USD. That's 1 BLST equals 0.4 USD. PancakeSwap price naman 2,273 BLST tokens per 1,000 USD. So yung equivalent niya is 1 BLST to 0.44 USD. So walang nakalagay dito ng mga vesting period. Ibig sabihin baka makuha natin kaagad yung pinili nating token guys. So andito din yung information nila sa marketplace, dito din sa rewards, at meron silang special Monster 25 dito around early July. A special Monster 25 will be introduced with an exceptionally powerful reward higher than any other monster. This monster will be only accessible based on certain criteria of active players. So make sure to play the game and keep an eye on our announcements. I-announce pa daw nila yung Monster 25 nila. Ito naman yung mga achievements. So para naman ito dun sa mga role sa Discord. Hunting, meron tayo ditong article about hunting, legion damage, hunting supplies, updating legions, hunting rewards, introduction, story, security and risk. Meron din dito, check natin to. So meron silang guidelines for trading dito, code of ethics, andito din, risk statement when Lambo. So yan yung laging tinatanong ng mga ibang tao. Kaya basahin natin to guys. Investment in cryptocurrencies and play to earn games is highly speculative, inherently risky. There can be no assurance of the economic success of any project since the revenues are dependent on many variables influenced by large numbers of people which cannot be predicted. We do not provide financial guarantees or advice of any sort. We do guarantee, however, what we will do our very best to make this project a great success. Often people ask, when Lambo, let's assume for the sake of our example that the person asking the question had in mind a Lamborghini Huracan with 630 HP and 443 pounds of torque, priced at around 265,000. One's earnings are dependent on a lot of variables, dependent on their initial investment, the risk one takes in the game, and their skills in playing the game. Do never invest any money you cannot afford to lose. Assuming one would invest $30,000 to start with, play well, and have average luck, reinvest all your earnings, not claim your principal investment early on. Then the answer is that a Lambo could be affordable after approximately 3 months. So pwede daw kayong bumili guys ng Lambo kapag nag-invest kayo ng ganyan kalaking pera. Very risky yung ganyan guys. Sobrang laki. Sabi pa dito, including a return of one's initial investment assuming the price of the token stays the same, which is pegged with the oracle, and the game survives at the same time. Bear in mind that this is just a best case example scenario. So best case scenario lang daw yan. So there you have it. When Lambo, technically 3 months. Again, the returns mentioned in this white paper are technically possible with the economic model we set up, but we do not promise the type of earnings. Only use money that you can afford to lose and enjoy this journey with us. When using website or playing the game, you are aware and accept the privacy policy and the terms of service. The Omnibalance Oracle and the reserve pool and trademarks of the Crypto Games Agency protected under the laws of United Kingdom and other countries. Unauthorized use, commercial exploitation, or duplication in other games, white papers may result in civil liability and criminal prosecution. So meron pa silang mga ganyan dito sa risk statement nila. Meron din ditong article about sa 10 red flags. Is the game launched at the same time as the token? Mas mauuna yung token nila guys bago yung game. So ngayon yung token, bukas yung game. Can you test the game yourself before it launches? Because some teams rush programming a game after the token launch, as explained in the first point. Ipapakita ko nga pala sa inyo guys yung game nila. So nagawa na nila yung game nila, ipapakita ko na lang sa inyo mamaya. So ipi-play natin sa last part ng video guys. Does the team deliver the promises of the white paper and roadmap? Syempre hindi natin babasahin to guys kasi sila lang din naman yung gumawa ng mga promises na to. So syempre hindi naman nila sisiraan yung product nila. So hindi na natin to kailangan. Ang kailangan lang natin dito guys yung mga information. And it's up to you na lang to research kung totoo yun or hindi. Did the project go through a KYC? A potential warning sign for new project is when teams refuse to verify their identities and choose to remain anonymous, as no one knows who they are. It is impossible for them to be held accountable for their actions in cases where they perform scams, potentially run off with investor funds instead of fulfilling their promises. Crypto Legions has undergone and successfully passed KYC authentication with a professional auditing company. The proof is in the white paper. So yun yung hanapin natin ngayon, yung KYC nila. So andito, siguro sa Certic din sila nag-KYC kasi meron silang Certic audit dito guys. So yan, Certic audit nila. Certificate of Compliance proudly presented to Crypto Legions V2. The team passed the KYC verification process dated 4th of June 2022. So yan nga guys yung KYC nila sa Certic. V2 guys kasi yung V1 daw nila dati is na-hack. Kaya dun sa mga naka-witness nung pag-hack nila dun sa V1 ng Crypto Legions dati. So yun daw yung nangyari. Na-hack daw yung V1. So sobrang taas din ng token dati. And bumili nga ako dun sa baba nitong Crypto Legions. Kasi alam kong mabilis tumaas yung mga ganitong klaseng token. Kaya naman tayo napa-invest dun kasi 5 million total supply lang siya. And naging okay naman yung kita natin dun. So dito naman, since bear market ngayon, hindi na ako tatalpak ng ganun kalaki. So magpa-play safe muna ako ngayong bear market and lalaruin ko na lang siguro itong Crypto Legions kasi feeling ko bibigyan nila ako ng mga NFTs dito para laruin to. And gagawa ulit ako ng second video ng Crypto Legions. So basically yun lang guys yung gameplay tsaka yung review natin dito sa Crypto Legions. Ipapakita ko sa next na video natin yung gameplay na gawa nila dun sa YouTube nila guys.
Crypto Legions is a play-to-earn NFT game on the BSC network. To start playing, you need to buy Bloodstone tokens on PancakeSwap and log in with your MetaMask wallet. First, summon warriors with your Bloodstone tokens and you will get a bunch of NFTs with a certain attack power. Then summon beasts and you will get a different type of NFTs with a certain capacity to support warriors. On the Create Legions page, drag beasts and warriors to the right side and click on Create Legion. On the Legions page, buy supplies for your legions so they can start hunting. On the hunt page, choose a monster to hunt, and if you win, then you will earn Bloodstone tokens. You can choose to pay out your earnings immediately with tax or wait until the tax decreases over time. Keep hunting every 24 hours and earn more Bloodstone. More detailed instructions are in our white paper. Happy hunting!
Disclaimer: this content is for education and entertainment purposes only. Bilaran TV does not provide investment advice. The information is being presented without consideration of the investment objectives, risk tolerance, or financial circumstances of any specific investor and might not be suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. All investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Some videos have benefactors. Always do your own research. Never invest more than you are willing to lose.